this is Lovely Lovebird Designs. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make an XOXO bracelet. And you can see the XOs with the border. I made a keychain with this one, and this one I did an extension on the sides to make into a bracelet. You will need 2 X's and 2 O's. In this tutorial I've already pre-made an O and an X. I will be using red for the O, pink for the X, and purple for the border. You can choose whatever colors you'd like. And you also need like a toothpick or an extra hook to hold the O together. So the O's, you need around 26 bands for both of them, and 24 bands for both of these. So 12 for each X and 13 for each O. The border is around 52 bands, and the extension, if you're making a bracelet, is however big your wrist is, and you just measure it out that way. So let's get started. I'm going to make an O first, and I'm going to use red. So I'm going to do straight configuration, arrows facing to the right. If you're facing up and down, it's facing down. So, but I'm working to the right now, and it's a straight configuration, and we're only using 1 pin bar for that. So you need a single and then twist, and it's just the whole way down, just single twists going down. So as I said before, I've already pre-made one, and I'm going to make one now, and you can rewind this and you can see the O again to make 2. Your capping band will be the same color, wrapped, it's a single band wrapped 4 times around. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to loop. All the way up the loom. Okay, and it should look like that. Now we'll slowly take it off the loom. Now I'm going to put my hook through the top and keep the bands on it. Okay, so then it looks like this. It's just a straight line. Now I'm going to take this band. Now separate these two. You have, this one's going to stay on your hook. This one's going to come off, just a probational. Then we're going to put your hook through the capping band. So now it looks like a circle. See that? Then place these bands back on your hook. Okay, so now you can see your capping band is in the middle with the 2 bands on the side. Now we're going to place this band underneath this, through this capping band, and bring it over here. Okay, you can hold this so it doesn't interfere. It's easier to just pull the capping band over. So it looks like that. Okay? So I'll show you once again so we don't make any mistakes. So it was like this. Then I put the capping band on here. Then I placed this back on the hook. Then I took my capping band, the 4 in the middle, and I pulled them off the hook. So now I just have it like this. Okay? So the capping band came down. So now I'm going to take my toothpick, okay, and save it for later when we put it on the bracelet. And you have 1 O. So I already pre-made that. Now we're going to make an X. Okay, here's the X, and we can pink. And my capping bands I'm not using in the bracelet, so use a different color because you're going to cut it at the end anyway. So these will be disregarded, in the trash. So let's use pink right now. It will be a single, twisted, and it's another straight configuration, arrows pointing down. Single, twisted, and now we're going to go diagonal, and it's all single twisted. Another diagonal, now down, another down. Now we'll work on the other side. So a single twist, and now diagonal again, diagonal again, and now 2 bands down. Okay, now your capping bands. I'm just going to use a color that I just have laying around. So I'm going to just put around 3 times around. Here, I'll use a blue. Okay, now we can start looping, and I will start on this side. Now I'm going to go on the diagonal, and I'm grabbing this band, which is the uppermost band. Okay, now I'm going to start on the left side. Now I'm grabbing this band, it's the lowermost. Okay, so now we'll take it off the loom slowly. Okay, this one, I don't really think I need the Q-tip. It stays pretty good that way. But if you want to use a Q-tip to hold it, you can. stretch it out, and now you have an X. See, it stays just like that. So we can go back and make another X, and now we'll start on the border of the bracelet. Okay, so now I'm going to be using purple and still straight configuration, arrows pointing to the right, and it's double now. Okay, so all the bands now are double. I'm going to place right here these pins connected to that pin, then this pin connected to this pin. Okay, now I'm going all the way down to make a rectangle. And they're all double. Okay, we're almost at the end. Okay, so when you come down to the end, you're going to use another double band to connect the two pins. Just like that. Now we'll work on the lower half. And they're all double, just as a reminder. This one isn't perfect looking, so I'm going to put another band instead. Okay, now we're going to connect this pin to this pin, and your capping band will be a double wrapped 3 times around this middle pin. So double with 3. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. So this is your border. You can see. Now we're going to start with the X's. And we will start you can snip the end of your X, just the colored bands that you put on, because we won't need them anymore. They were just holding the piece together. Okay, I'm going to snip this one too. Be careful not to hurt your fingers or the pink bands too. Okay, so now we're going to start and place your left side on this pin. So if it's easier, you can put your hook right through the 4 little bands, and you can place it just right there on the hook. Then we're going to place the top part on this pin. So we're going to skip this one and place it here. So I'm going to put it through the 4 and place it on the pin. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing right over here. So through. And just like that. And now finally on this pin. Okay, so it looks like that. So we'll start here and here, and it's going to be symmetrical. Now we can start on the O, and we're going to skip this one and go right here. So we already have this on the toothpick, and we're placing it right here. Okay, just like that. Now, this part, I'm just folding the O in half. And there's going to be one band at the end that's symmetrical, and I'm going to place just right in the middle. Place it on that band. So I just basically put that one there, then I folded this in half, and there's one band that's right in the middle, and I just stuck it through this band, this pin. So now we'll go back into an X. I'm going to snip the ends. Place my hook through the ends. Make sure you get all 4 of the little bands. Okay, so it looks like that. We're going to place that right here. So this one's nothing, and we're going here. Okay, now we're going to skip this one and place the other side of the X right here. And 4 bands again. Be careful with placing them because they are small bands and tight, so just make sure that everything's on the loom. Now we're going to take the left side and place it right here, right on the bottom. Get my 4. And there. And then last part of the X. Place it directly under the other part. So right here. Okay, so that's your X. Now the last O. We're not placing it here, we're skipping here and placing it here on this pin. So once again, the top. Goes on that O. Fold it in half to see where that middle band is at the bottom. Mine's right here. I'm just going to place it right through that band. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, Okay, so now I'm going to start looping. And let's see, I'm going to start with this band first. So I'm going to go underneath the capping band. It's the first double band. And place it on this pin. Now I'm going to grab this band and bring it on to the right pin. Okay, now we can start looping forward. I'm going to start on the bottom row first. I'm going to push that down. Okay, so now I'm going underneath the red and just pulling up the purple. Okay, going underneath the pink and only the purple. So just the purple all the way going up. So now came to the top, and I'm going to loop it to the middle pin. So now I'm going to work on this side. We are almost done. If you hear noises in the background, it's Lovely the lovebird playing. Okay, now we're going to grab this band. Okay, now I need a double for my capping band. Well, I'm not making a slip knot. I'm going to use a C-clip, but I'm going to put a double band through and then connect the C-clip to that. Okay, so now I have that, and I'm going to put my C-clip to hold it all together. Okay, just like that. So it's supposed to look like this. So now we can slowly take it off the loom. Be careful where the letters are. You don't want to break any bands. can stretch it out. You have your X and your O and your X and your O. And you can see. Now if you want to just make it a keychain, you can add your keychain clip, and instead of the C clip, you put the keychain clip, and then you have a keychain just like that. Now I'm going to show you really quickly how to make the extension to make a bracelet. Now it depends on how big your wrist is and how many bands you want to make it. So this extension, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side. So I'll show you how to do that really quickly. So I take a double band. Now here's your capping band. So I place the hook right through, place my double through just like that, and you have one band. So I'm going to put my bowl right here, so it's a little easier. So here's number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. So this would be one side. You can make it longer, or you can wrap it around and connect it this way, but I like to have the bracelet just like that, connected at the back. So then I'll work on the other side. So I'm going to place it right through this and then take the clip off. And this is already 1. 2. 3. 4, and 5. Now you can put the C-clip on and connect this. If it's too small, add a couple more bands. Or if it's too big, you can take some away. So I'll add my clip. Okay, just like that. Now I have the other side, and I want to attach that to the clip also. Okay, just like that. So if you need it bigger, then you can make it bigger, or I think it's good for like a smaller hand, smaller wrist. But if you want to, then depending on how thick your bands are too. So I know that 5 works good with this one. This one might be a little smaller, so you can add 6 or 7, or however, or even 8 on each side. But that's your XOXO. Okay, I hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe to Lovely Lovebird Designs, and we will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.